Okay, hello everyone. This is Anthony Rios, the Healing Shaman. And for my gay brothers, this is a really special time of the year for us. We're in the end of the year, and many of us are looking back at what we did, what we didn't do, the things we wanted to do, what got done, what didn't get done. It's also a time to look forward to what we intend for the next year. So look, I'm all about spiritual healing of my gay brothers. I've been working with gay men for many, many years on inner healing, healing the old wounds. Now, I'm particularly interested in my peers, guys over 55. I'm 63. I've been on this journey for a long time, but there's something that around age 50, 55, those of us who have lived through the worst of the AIDS epidemic, we're still here, right? Many of us living with HIV for many, many years, many of us living with survivor's guilt, many of us putting aside all kinds of sexual experiences out of fear, some out of shame, and a lot of us living with unresolved anger and sadness and trauma. So that's a big, long way to say, look, you can heal from this. You can heal because you got a lot of life left to live. And I am really, really committed to my gay brothers so that you can heal and become aware again of your true self, of your divine self. So there was a point, I don't know, maybe in the late 90s where there was a lot of work going on in some of the gay circles, a lot of guys who were activists who were doing all kinds of stuff in HIV prevention and caring for people and things like that. And then the whole area of caregiving got so overwhelming for people, and people just got subsumed by the death, the destruction, the sadness, the overwhelm, right? I'm in that group. So I had a lot of anger for a long, long time, and I went off and just lived life. I had a company and ran my business and did all that stuff. But now, as I've gotten older, talking to so many of my gay brothers, one of the big things that I see is missing is one, a lot of guys are single. A lot of guys are single and have, for all intents and purposes, given up on a relationship. And that's really too bad. And it doesn't have to be that way. And I say there's a lot of unresolved anger, sadness, trauma that's keeping you from even putting yourself out there, trying to date people, trying to meet people, right? There's a lot of guys who are in long-term relationships who jumped into relationships out of fear, right? And became like 100% monogamous. And for some guys that worked, for some guys that didn't work, right? And then there's other people who decided to live as much as possible with the sexual freedom that we have. And some people took chances, some people didn't take chances, but this is not a judgment call. What I'm talking about is how can we heal? If you're 55, if you're 60, I'm 63. How can you heal all of that so that you can live the rest of your life in joy, in passion, right? And I'm working with people, especially with the things that affected me the most, because I know it affects a lot of you, which was bitterness, anger, resentment, and regret. Those are big barriers and those are big emotions to deal with, right? I know it's not, I don't take it lightly, right? But I'm saying all this to say that if you are serious about returning to your true self and starting a path of inner healing, it takes awareness of, okay, I want to do this work. And awareness doesn't mean you're going to, or awakening to this awakening, right? Doesn't mean you're going to turn into somebody else. What I'm talking about is returning you to your true self, to your divine self. So all the things that you said you wanted to contribute, that you wanted to do in the world, the way you wanted to live, all of the distractions that pulled us away from all of that, now many of you have some time and opportunity and the wherewithal to make some of those things happen. But it's going to take some healing, inner healing. And again, I'm working on the ones that I worked on. I'm working with people on bitterness, anger, resentment, and regret, right? So this is all about our healing as gay men. So for me, gay male spirituality and gay male sexuality go hand in hand, right? So if you work with me, if you follow me, you'll see that I'm talking a lot about spirituality, but also there's a sexual component in there because a lot of us have unresolved issues around expressing ourselves sexually. And there's a lot of judgment inside our own community of gay men. I've seen it firsthand, I've experienced it firsthand, and this will be a topic down the road, but If you're serious about this, if you know it's your time for healing, to undertake a path of healing and to get started while you can, then do it. This is really the time to do it. To awaken to your true self, to return to your divinity, reconnect with that divine essence of yourself, and work on resolving the bitterness and the anger and the regret and the resentment. Those are the ones I carried for a long time. They still pop up from time to time. And but yeah, there's something that we can work on there together, right? So if you're interested in something like this, just drop me a direct message, post a comment here. What else? There are other ways that you can get in touch with me, but the easiest way is drop me a direct message, and I'll let you know about what we're doing here after the new year with small group healing sessions online. All right. So peace to all of you, love to all of you. Let's heal together. All right. Talk again real soon. Bye now.